Hey, what's going on YouTube? Adam C here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget about the promo codes in the description of every video. You can save on fish, fish food, the plants you see, whatever you need. So it's been about a week since I've done a video. Sorry, I haven't been doing as many lately. There's a couple reasons for that. One, this is my busy time of year at work, but that's going to come to an end, so I should be able to get back up to 2 videos a week, I hope. And secondly, I've been doing quite a bit of work on these tanks lately, and some of you have already seen these changes on Instagram, but I haven't explained them yet. But that's what this video is here for today. And for you that have been following me for quite a while, it's probably very easy to see the difference. I have a new lighting system. Before I had a beams work, it was more of a bluish light, which I did enjoy, but for several reasons I wanted to try something different. One, you can see this tank, it's a long tank, and with this light it gives some darker ends. Either end is a bit darker, so fish that are more laid back can stay out of the light if they want, if they just want to chill out, and fish that want to be front and center, as you can see, can be front and center. It gives off a really nice shimmer effect. It's kind of added a whole new dimension to the tank, which I'm thrilled about. I've got one on this tank and another tank, so I'm going to go through what type of lights these are, what kind of features they have, because there's a lot of stuff you can do with them. What you see now is just, the peak of the iceberg, tip of the iceberg, right? Yeah. I'll go through the pros and cons. There are pros and cons. The pros, it looks awesome. The cons, it's expensive as hell. And I did buy these lights myself. This is not a sponsored video. I bought these, so I'm going to say whatever I want, even though I do that anyway, even when I do get a product for free. So this did come out of my bank account. Wasn't cheap. Let's get into it. Here is the other aquarium I have this lighting system on. This is the 125-gallon Aquariums tank. The Malawi Gar, and this is a perfect example of a tank that this type of light can be great for. This is on the lowest setting, so this is on the very dim setting. Fish like Aquariums, fish like Frontosa, fish that are laid back, they don't always enjoy being in bright lights. So if you have these types of fish and they're being ultra skittish and they don't ever want to come out from hiding, keep an eye on your lighting. They're probably just overwhelmed by the brightness of your lighting, especially Gar to begin with, being, sort of cave dwellers at times, and they always like to hide. They're not at the surface in the lake trying to soak in all the rays. They're not. They do much better when they can kind of chill out in the corner. They can come to the light when they want to. There's always an escape. So, funny coincidence, just today I was talking with Jimmy H. Fishes. A lot of you guys know him on YouTube. He has a group of gar that don't ever want to come out. They're always hiding. And, I told him, just from my experience, it's probably because your lighting is always on, or it's on at all. If I'm not doing a video on these gar, usually I don't have this light on hardly at all. But this is a really nice compromise between having the nice bright light that you may desire and not being able to have any light at all because your fish won't come out. So I'll start with just the 125 and showing this light. Make sure and stay tuned for the 300, because the lighting system on the 300, I gave it all the bells and whistles, so you'll definitely want to stick around for that. But here is the type of light that we're talking about. It's made by Kessel. This specific model is the 160 Tuna Sun. It's a freshwater light, so it doesn't really throw a lot of blues out there. It's for freshwater fish. It gives off that nice whitish LED tint. Really awesome. What's shocking about these lights, you can see the amount of light this gives off, and this is on absolutely the lowest intensity that you can get. Is that for all that intensity, this thing is smaller than a soda can. A lot of you may be familiar with Kessel lights. They're the higher end type stuff. They're very common at commercial aquariums that you'll see. Very, very good light, very high quality, very, very expensive. Very expensive. Again, size of my hand. This light right here, not counting the gooseneck that it's on, this light right here, $240, just the light. Just the light. That gooseneck was another 40 bucks. That's the kind of neighborhood you're playing in with these types of lights. So here is the 300-gallon with the exact same light. This is the brighter setting, so see, just one single suspended light, same light as the Aquariums tank. This is turned on the brighter setting, And you can see, being an 8-foot long tank, this lights up 75% of the tank, and it leaves the corners, the ends, darker, which is by design. I want that. The fish seem to enjoy it when they're trying to avoid fish that are fighting in the middle, like you see there. So still, just one single light, smaller than the size of a soda can, and it can take care of that much space. These lights are highly customizable. This is on the whitish setting. You can also turn the knobs, you can adjust the settings, and you can go anywhere from this level to all the way to a deep brown color, which would be awesome for like discus or South American tanks. So again, this light is suspended from the ceiling. You can see it goes back behind the tank, and there's 2 wires there, and the second wire is for this. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor. This is a mounted controller for that light. You can see here it comes off. It has a magnetic mount, so you just put it back on there anytime you like. You can do manual settings any way you want. You can program it to do pretty much anything you want it to do at any time of day. So here's the controller from standing up. It really can do anything that you want it to do. If you want your tank to come on very, very dim first thing in the morning to imitate a sunrise and then ramp up in intensity over the afternoon, it can do that. You can imitate sunsets. All you have to do is enter it to do what you want it to do, and it'll take care of it from there. And you can daisy chain multiple lights off of that. So if I wanted to run a cord from the light here over to the tank with the Acuticeps and attach to that light, I could do that, and that one controller would operate both those lights. And you can chain them together on and on and on if you're a millionaire and you can afford to buy that many of them. But the controller is really cool. It does prevent a lot of scaring of fish when you're turning lights on and off. If you're going from a lit room to complete blackness instantly, when you turn the lights off, your fish are going to freak out. And same thing when you turn the lights on. So back to cost. $240 for the light. Does the controller come with it? No, it does not. The controller is an extra 100 bucks. So if you're wanting the controller and a light, you're spending 350 bucks. I mean, you're not going to get by getting these cheap unless you get them used, which good luck, because it seems that people that buy them don't ever sell them. So I looked. So anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. I know this is a lot of money, and most people are not wanting to invest that type of money in the fish hobby if they don't have to. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the LED lights I had before. I thought they were really cool. Just after using those lights for so long, like years, 5, 6, 7 years, I was just kind of ready for something a little bit different. Talked with Butch at Southeast Cichlids. I've seen a lot of his tanks. You guys know that he and I do a lot of stuff together. He had a couple of these on his 300 gallon, and it looked really, really awesome. He suggested these lights, and certainly they're not disappointing. So let me know what you guys think. Am I crazy for spending $240, $340 with a controller, another $240, another $40 for the gooseneck? That equals a ton of money for lighting. You can do the math. So am I crazy for buying all these, for spending all this? Or do you guys think it's worth it if you plan to stay in the hobby for a long, long time? And with stuff like this, when I spend this type of money, really I have a lot of you guys to thank for that. Almost everything that I buy on my own dime in the aquarium hobby comes from the money I make from the YouTube videos I post. So all of you out there that watch the videos, click on the ads and stuff, this is what it gets me. It helps me out a lot. So anytime you've got a YouTube creator that makes it sound like they're doing you a favor by posting videos, it's just completely ass backwards. You guys are doing me a huge favor by watching my videos, by liking them, by sharing them. Always love the emails, the private messages. It's really, really cool. So everything nice that I have in the aquarium hobby, it's mainly because of you guys. So I appreciate it. See you next time.